Alright, so we are back. This is the next episode of my Final Fantasy XI video. In this one, we will take on the Magicite mission for Bastoke's rank 4-1, I think the mission is for. I think it gives you rank 5, and if I'm not mistaken, you get an airship pass, which is pretty cool. But in order to accept it for Bastoke, you have to go to this Goggin guy that we had to come to in the, I think, Bastoke Consulate, which is Bastoke Embassy, sorry, which is just down the stairs right in here. Then we go this way. We should get a cutscene once we talk to this door. Yep, talk to the cutscene. After the cutscene, you'll get a key item, and then you have to go to the audience thing, talk to the Archduke. So I'll see you in a couple of seconds once this cutscene's over. Alright, so we got the Archduke permit, I think it was called. Where'd it go? Yeah, Archduke audience permit. So now we just run this way, and we should get a cutscene once we go up those stairs and talk to the door up top. Or click on the door up top, I guess. You may be wondering why I'm doing the Magicite quest instead of just starting it and not doing it until another time. Because we have to go to the same area that we have to do the limit break quest in. So, might as well knock them both out at the same time instead of having to do them on separate times. Makes it a little bit more efficient, you know? Anyway, you get a cutscene here, and I believe you'll get a key item for Aldo. So, we'll just knock out this cutscene real quick, and a couple seconds later we will be right back. Alright, so what I forgot to mention is there's 4 crucial key items that we need for this mission for the Magicite. We need Crest of Devoy, Igudo Torch, Coruscant Rosary, and a Black Manti necklace. And you get those from doing like miniature quest parts. It's mostly just like collect an item or run around for a bit, but they're not too hard to get. One of them is you have to speak to the goblin, or I think 2 goblins, over in Upper and Lower Juno, and you have to obtain a Kadov charm, a Kadov augury shell, and a slice of kohler meat. And the kohler meat gets you the Crest of Devoy. Talk to the goblin in Lower Juno. I think it's Lower Juno. Yeah, Muckwix. He'll get you the Igudo torch. And the other one, where is it? You trade the Kadov charm for the Coruscant Rosary, and you trade the Kadov augury shell for the Black Manti necklace, and both of those are in Lower Juno in Neptune's Spire outside of Aldo's room, which is where we're heading now. So you need a Tenshido invite, which you can purchase off the auction house, or you can do the quest for it. I just purchased it off the auction house. Cost 35k, which is a little pricey, but trade it to her and she'll recognize that you're a Tenshido member. Then you just head through the door at the end of the hall and then run through there. Come on, let me go through. It's like a miniature cutscene showing you walking through the door. And we have to run all the way to the back of this place to talk to Aldo. So I just follow the path, go straight diagonally across this room. So the person you'll trade the stuff to, I believe, is this tower right here, and he'll give you 2 of the 4 key items. I'll show you the other 2 people we have to talk to later, once we go over there to get those. So here's Aldo, you talk to him, and then you'll get a cutscene. I'll see you in a second. Alright, to get the key item, the Igudo torch, you have to talk to Paya Sabaya, or Sabia, I forgot how to pronounce the name, over in Upper Juno at I-8 to get a cutscene. And then after this, we have to go talk to Muckfix at H9 in Lower Juno. And then we should get the Yugudo Torch key item. So, I'll see you in a second once we get to Muckfix. Alright, so I figured while we're in Upper Juno, we may as well talk to Baden in G7, southwestern corner, up on this little perch of the house. I accidentally declined his offer. So he offers you a slice of coral meat for, well, he offers you the crested avoid for a slice of coral meat. So if you have the coral meat already, you can trade it directly to him. If not, then you can just go and either farm it up or buy it off the auction house. And farming it up, you can easily get it from Marifatad Mountains. Just killing corals out there. They're pretty low level. And currently on the auction house, it's about 5k per slice of coral meat. So I just purchased it. I was like, alright. So do that, and that'll complete that part. And then we're going to head over to Muckfix over in Lower Juno to get the Yugudo Torch, and then we have to go and farm up 2 items for the other 2 key items. Alright, so we're in Lower Juno, just in between the 2 staircases going down. That one over there is the auction house, and over there is the entrance to the Mullenberry Fields, I think it is. Either that or Saramouche Champagne. But you just head all the way through here, all the way to the back, past the blue mage standing there for some reason. And in here, and you talk to Muckfix, who is on the left, and he should give you the key item after this cutscene. So I'll see you in a couple seconds. Alrighty, I marked on the map where we have to go. This one on the top left. You have to go down and go through the area down there and up the bottom left corner. And then come out here. And then there's a staircase. Oops, I forgot to mount it. I forgot to mark it. This is a staircase that you have to go up in order to get to the upper levels. So I'll just mark up here. Alright, so you go up that, and then you head around the south, along the southern wall. Come over here to Devoy, I think is how you pronounce its name. It's a Kadov you have to kill. And then after you kill him, you'll get the Kadov charms. Then you go northwest, staying on the upper level, head around the northeast, and then west again, and go kill Go Bio, I think is how you pronounce his name, and he'll drop the augury charmers. Both of these can drop up to 4 of each of their items, so in case you're doing this in a group. And I will show you the map for the other level. So down here I also have markers. So on the top right corner is the path that you come down, which I have labeled up. And this mute thing you want to grab if you don't want to get cursed. And then this afflictor would curse you, so you have to pass through there anyway. So it's very dangerous to get cursed down here. Then you go up. Over here is a zone, in case you're wondering what that one marker was for. Then you come back up to where we're at. So that one up part on the bottom left will bring you up here to where I have down. Then there's another mute here, in case you either had it removed or something, or you just didn't get it. Then there's 2 more afflictors out here, so you probably run all the way around, but I don't know the range on them. And then you're over there to where we have to go, so I'll see you in a second once we get over to the first gate of. We are over here to the first NM Kadov, which is on the eastern part here before you go to the northeast corners. So this is Devoy Headhunter. Just kill him real quick. And you'll see he drops up to 4 of his items. It's not too strong. I mean, he's stronger than the enemies around him, but not too strong for level 60s at least. So I could probably easily kill him by myself, like without the trust, but make it take a little longer, you know. So he's dead, and he dropped what looks like 1 Kadov. I guess it's because I'm the only one going for it. I think if there was 4 people in the party, he probably would have dropped like 3 or 4. But I think his respawn is 15 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Could be longer. But I'll see you once we get to the second one in the northwestern corner. Right up here. And that'll be that go boy, or whatever it's called. So, 1 second. Alright, here's that go boy NM kit of. By the way, if you're doing this any lower than 55, you will get aggroed by most of these monsters, I think, up here. Because they aggro to like 55 or so. The ones, I think, down there will aggro till like 39, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you could see this one dropped, looks like 2 shells. So I guess it's random. But I'm guessing it's at least 1 shell or 1 drop per time you kill them. So we got both of those, and now we have to head back to I think it was Lower Juno in Neptune's Spire to talk to the Taru that I told you about. And we trade him each one of those, and he'll give us a key item for each one. So I'll see you in a couple seconds once we make it back there. Alright, we are back here to this little Taru guy just outside the entrance to Aldo's room. So we'll trade him the Kadov charm first. And he'll give us the Coruscant Rosary. Then we'll trade him the Kadov Augury Shell, which will get us the Black Manti necklace. And now we have all we need key item wise to continue along the Magicite thing. So we will start by heading to Devoy, which is the Kadov, or not the Kadov place, the Orc place. We'll have to do a mini quest in there in order to actually complete this part. We have to get an orb and we have to bring it to, I think, 4 different pools. And the last pool will end up getting us cursed, so be prepared to be cursed. I bought some holy waters off the auction house, I think for 30k per the stack. I think it was 30k. It's not too bad of a pricing though. Never know when I might need them in the future. But anyway, I'll see you once we get to Devoy. So a quick way of getting to Devoy if you've never been there, or never been anywhere to Chugner or Lothian, you can go to Bring Me to a Wanted Encounter through the Unity guy, and go to content level 122, and teleport to Chugner Forest, and that'll bring you all the way to Chugner. So just in case you've never been out that way yet, like say for instance you are Winders National type person, and you've never been anywhere past Valkyrum Dunes, and you don't feel like walking from the dunes, this will teleport you straight to the outpost, which means you can just grab the book here, and then you head, I think just to the south, yeah, you head just down here to this little pointy dead end, I believe, and then that'll bring you to Devoy. So I'll see you in a couple seconds. Okay, we've entered Devoy. Just grab the book here just to the left before loot blocks there. I've put some markers down. So first off, we have to go to this zone at H11 to zone into Monastic Caverns, and then we'll end up zoning back just south of this building in the middle, right about, I think it's right about here somewhere. I want to say it's like right here. And then we head east, cross that bridge, and then we come down here, touch the Wall of Banishing. Then we have to head up to Sadal Gajal, or however you pronounce his name. It's a Taru that we have to talk to, and we'll start a mini quest where we have to go to each of these 4 ponds. The Groaning Pond is in the north, the Wailing Pond is in the east, the Screaming Pond is in the west, and the Howling Pond is in the south. So the monsters around the Howling Pond aggro, well, they don't aggro. They're easy prey at level 59, but they don't aggro at level 59, so You could go down to that one last, but your best bet's to go to one of the other three ones. I'd say probably the Wailing Pond or the Screaming Pond, because in the north with the Groaning Pond, there's a Marlborough, which I think can be pretty dangerous if you're cursed. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you once we get to the Taru. So I almost forgot to mention, when you come down here into the monastic caverns, you enter this. You enter from this area down here, and then you want to go around this way, and hug the right wall all the way around until you zone out right there, which I think is like I-8, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll see you once we get to the Taru now. Sorry, one more thing. I also forgot, these things may aggro you down here, since I think they still aggro to 75 and above. I'm not going to test it out, but they do read easy prey. And I know some of these enemies are ones that drop the testimony for the mat fight that you're going to need for whatever job you're doing it on. So once you hit, I think, level 70, you have to do a mat fight, which you fight the dude Matt who has been giving us the quest things over in Ruled Gardens, and he will end up fighting you as the job that you are. So just be very careful. So yeah, they got tons of them in multiple locations, but they're always these higher ones that read probably easy prey at 70. But right now they read decent challenge. So yeah, so you definitely need sneak down here, or invis down here, by the way. You just buy some prism powders off the auction house, and you'll be fine. Unless you're like sub white mage or main white mage or sub dancer or anything else that gets sneak and invis. I think ninja might get it too. Anywho, we're almost to the exit. I'll see you in like 5 seconds. So you have to click on this wall of vanishing here, and then you have to run down this way to the Taru. He's on a little house platform. I forgot what his name was. He's on the right side. Be just a couple of seconds. So right there, Sadal Gadja, I think is how you pronounce the name. Right here. And you remove your invisible, talk to him, and he'll give you what's like a mini quest to fix this orb that he has. Give you a white orb, and it'll change colors when you dip it into each of the pools. I think the first one, it'll change to pink. So we're going to go to the dangerous area first, just to make it so that we don't die once we become cursed, because otherwise we will be dead. So, see you in a second. Okay, I am at the first pond here. This trooper eats easy prey, and this bow shooter eats too weak to be worthwhile, so I guess they're just borderline easy prey at level 60. So, I'm down here at, what's the position I'm at? H10. So, you just click on the pool here, once I can target it. There we go. So this is the Howling Pond, which is just northwest by, I think, by one block, pretty much. Yeah, just one block of the entrance we went to the monastic cavern. I almost forgot what it was called for a second. So the next one we're going to go to is... we're going to go to the one to the east. Then we'll make a loop around, and we'll grab these other two. Grab this one to the east, just near where it says Devil's Finger, and then we'll end up going down the river, and then we'll end on the northwestern. So I'll see you in a second once we get near the Devil's Finger. We are here at the next pool, which is the Wailing Pond. So we'll dip the orb in there. So the first one changed it to pink. This one should change it to a red orb. I don't think anything else aggroes me on this northern part here. Just the south part, like southwestern, southeastern-ish type parts. So next we have to head up to this marker all the way up here for the Groaning Pool. So just head along the river, and it should be on your left there, I believe. So I'll see you in a couple seconds. Alright, so I was slightly mistaken on where the pool was. It's not to the left on that river there. It's actually to the east. So instead of going to where the marker is, just go to the right of it. And it'll be right there at, where are we at? I-6. This is the Groaning Pool, which should turn this to, I think, a crimson or a red or something. What does it turn it to? Blood Orb. Orb now looks clouded. Alright, and then the next one we will go to is on the west side, over here. It's at what looks like E8, which is the Screaming Pool. So I'll see you in a couple of seconds once we teleport to there. So we are at the last pool right here, which is the Screaming Pond. I'm gonna kill these two creatures because they're borderline easy prey, and I don't want them to kill me once I get cursed, so see you in a second. Okay, well they're dead now. So now let's click on the Screaming Pond real quick. We should get a cursed orb. Then all we use is the holy water to remove the curse. Or if you're any character who has like a curse removal item or spell, like White Mage has Curse Up, and Dancer has is it Healing Waltz? No, it's Curing Waltz, I believe, which will remove it. And I don't think anyone else has Curse Nut type spell. I could be wrong. Anyway, we gotta make our way back to the Taru again. So we have to go back through the monastic caverns and run all the way back through there, back to the Taru. And yeah, I'll see you in a second. Alright, we made it back to the Taru. And now he just gets super scared because we have a cursed orb. All's well that ends well. Then he just used the barrier disruption spell. Or something. He's gonna remove the curse from the orb. He makes it a crimson orb, which we use to get through that wall of banishing to the south of here. So, I will make my way over there, and I will see you once we get to the wall. So you just click on the wall and go through, and after you have the crimson orb, and you just go through there. Unfortunately, I had to kill a couple orcs in order to get there, and then I had to have Valenor take the aggro from the rest of them, because I ran out of invisible items, which is fun, you know. But that means that this part's also going to be very tough, because there's incredibly toughs down here. 1 second, please. Okay, so we made it through the first room. There's a 90% chance I'm probably going to die here. Whatever you do, make sure you have prison powder, so that way you don't get aggroed by these people, or creatures, beastmen, whatever you want to call them. There's True Sight NMs in the middle, so be very careful of that. It looks like the right side is the safest option, so I'm going to go around the right side. I can kill 1 or 2 of these, but I cannot take out Definitely can't take out the NMs, so I'm going to sneak around this way. I have re-raise on in case I die. If we can pull these over here, I can have Lenorol take the aggro. Oh, we gotta get them out of the way, just so we don't get the NMs on us. Alright, we made it over here. Turn around and attack real quick. Alright, he'll provoke that one. He'll AoE, take the aggro off the other one. Gives me enough time to run over here. And don't jump down the cliff here, because it's not where you have to go. Question mark is right here. Should give you the crest. I'm going to teleport out. And we have to come right back here for the Magicite portion. We just have to go and click on a Magicite, and that's pretty much it. But I'll show you where it is in a second. I'm extremely impressed that I didn't die there. I thought there was going to be a lot more orcs. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Okay, I will head back to Devoy, and I will get to the area where we have to go for the Magicite, and then I will be right back. Alright, we made it to where we have to go for the Magicite portion, which is up here at G7, probably G8 once we get to the wall. maybe not. So the bottom part of G7 at this dead end, you click on this as long as you have the Crested Avoy, and then you can enter the cave. It'll bring you on the other side of the wall, and then you just zone in, and then you just head down the hall once you get in this cave and click on the Magicite, and you should get an Optistone, I think is how you pronounce that. OPTI stone. First you'll get a cutscene, apparently. If you have friends who have the Crested Avoy and for some reason you don't want to get it, you can have them tractor you through that wall, apparently. So, yeah. Anyway, see you in a second, once we get to the next part. Alright, here is the Magicite you have to click on. You should get Optistone. I think you might also, yeah, you get another cutscene. You should get the Optistone right after it. Then after this, we head to Bordeaux, and we will knock out that one real quick. Alright, so we're going to head to Bordeaux. There's 3 ways, pretty much, you can teleport here. You can use the Unity Warp from the Unity Teleport guy over in Bastoke Markets, or whichever nation you are. I don't know the exact area for the other 2 nations, but in Bastoke Markets, he's near the entrance to Gusterberg. So you could teleport from him. It's the level 122 Unity Teleport to Pashao. Or you could teleport from the book, or you can also just run from the Kronstadt Highlands thing, the teleport dem, and you could just run from there to Pashao, through Pashao to the southeast into Bordeaux. I have the book, so I'm just going to teleport from there. So we are in Bordeaux, and we have to travel along the same path we did last time, and I will see you in a second. Alright, we are going to go down where we went last time, right here, which is G7, or H7 apparently. So we're going to head down, just hug the left wall, zone into Coolin Dome, which is, I think, how you pronounce it. And once we get in there, we'll examine the Magicite. We need the Silver Bell, Coruscant Rosary, and Black Manatee necklace. And yeah, if you have somebody who's going to bring you through there, you don't need these items, but your friend will need the items, and since there's no monsters in here, you would need poison potions to kill yourself, so that you can obviously be tractored through here. Door should be right around the corner, I believe. If you're going to poison yourself in here and make yourself die, you would probably want to curse yourself outside of this place first, so in that way you have less health to worry about poisoning yourself. But yeah, if you have all 3 of the items, just click on the door, investigate it, and go through. Once you're through, you just run up to the Magicite, which is right in this thing here, and you click it, you'll get a cutscene, and then you should get a Aura Stone, I think it is. I think that's what they called it. And once you get the Aura Stone, you can head back out. I don't know if you can go back through the door. If I can't, I will run all the way back to where we came out to head up the ramp to kill the first Kadov, and I will see you there momentarily. Remember, before you go past this mute thing here, once you come down the ramp, or if you come back out from the Coolin Dome, head west and then take a right. Before you could go right or left, go right, and click on this mute here, which will silence you so you don't get cursed. If you don't have silence on, you will get cursed, and I think it lasts either 5 or 10 minutes. But grab that and then make your way back to the place where we killed the one Kadov for the one of the 2 key items from the Taru, and I will meet you there momentarily. Alright, so we made it to where the first NM was that we had to kill for one of the key items. So we have to make our way over to here, go underground to the Cooling Dome, and then once we get in there, we'll have to try to sneak past some other K-Dobs, and also past some true hearing creatures. You would want Sneak right now, as there's some enemies that aggro level 75s, and possibly even higher. So, just be very careful. You should not aggro you if you're level 60. Maybe if you're level 57, I think they might aggro, but at 60 they're not aggroing. They aggro to sound. I don't have silent oils with me because I forgot them. So I'm just trying to play careful. So I have the alter egos following behind me. So in case I get aggroed, I can handle them. Anyway, I'll see you once we get up to that place we have to go to. Trying to avoid the ones down below, as I think they will aggro. If you see Sapphire K-Dobs, you know they're gonna aggro. Up to level 75 at the very least. Anyway, one second. We are almost there. Just right up here around the corner, and we'll be at the place we have to go down. So, you can kill these if you want. I think some of these drop some decent scrolls. But if you're looking for some high selling scrolls, Sapphire K-Dobs, and I forget the other one that's a white mage. They drop some really good scrolls. But see, like this dude, very tough. But yeah, you just head down there, and I will show you where to go once we get down there. I just gotta remember which way to go. So if you have your sneak on, what you want to do is head south down to this dead end room here, and then come back, because in this first room, once you follow the path and you go left to the east, there's an afflictor there which will curse you. So you want to go down to that south room to get muted, so that way you don't get cursed. Then you just follow this, go through the first door there after that second room, then turn right to the south, and then go through this room, and follow it to this little black spot on the right, and then you'll zone into the Cooling Dome. I have to kill my way to get there because these things are a decent challenge or higher. So I'll see you in a moment. Alright, so we made it through the part over there, the little intersection. So you come from the west and then you go south, and then you just follow this loop around to the black spot there, like somebody spilled an ink bottle. If you're wondering how I made it through there, with these things being like decent challenge to incredibly tough, I've been using my alternate character who was my main, also called Kalzus. I've been using him as the clearer person, so I have him clear, and then I log back into this character. So obviously, if this is your first time like doing this and playing the game, you won't have a 99 level character who's really buff to just come in here, slaughter the enemies, and log out. So you would want the silent oils, and hope that you don't get aggroed by the NM. There's a ruby K-Dob up there, which is true hearing, by the way. Anyway, I'll see you in a second once we get to the next area. And we are back. I'm back on Buff Cloud, and we just slaughtered everything with Kalzus. So here's the door. You need the Black Manti necklace and Matinee necklace, sorry, and the Coruscante rosary. So on the left across the water, there's the question marks right there, if I can get up on top. Alright, right there underneath the Beastman's banner thing, that's the K-Dov crust. Now we have to make our way to the Gudo Castle, Castle Stroja. So I'll see you in a couple of seconds. I'm just gonna warp there and then teleport from, I think, the book. I think I have the book. Next area we have to go is to Castle Stroja. I almost forgot what the name was. And the closest teleport I have is to... Is that Mirror for Top? Nope. That one's Garlage, this one's Taragni. Yeah, closest one I have is Taragni, so I'll just teleport there. Which one are you? Okay. We just entered Castle Straja. The book is just to the left as soon as you enter. And we want to come over here to the first marker I have on the east part of the map, where it says door. There's a 2-lever door over there, and if you pull the wrong lever, the floor that you stand on will like open up and you'll drop down into the basement. So you want to not do that. So you want to pull the lever and then run off the floor. And it has somewhat of a delay, so I'll show you what I mean once I get there. Okay, so we are at the door I was talking about. So if you pull this lever and then you run off of it real quick, it'll still count as pulling the lever. Obviously I pulled the right lever, but that stone that you're standing on there in between the 2 levers, if you pull the wrong one, then you will fall down if you don't get off the platform quick enough. So just be very careful of that. Okay, so for the Magicite part of the quest, we have to head up this passage up here at A, B, C, D, E, F, at G7 to zone out into a different portion of the Castle Straja, because we have to go down to the altar room. I think it's down. Password 3 to open that door all the way at the top. The trapdoor thing that would bring you to where we have to go for the crest of Castle Straja. You need 3 passwords. There's one there. There's one in the basement, I think it is. Or well, we'll be going by where the second password is. And this 4-lever door is one of the doors you have to open in order to get to where we have to go for the limit break quest. We don't have to go there yet for the Magicite, so I will explain that more when we approach there. For now, we're going to the top left corner of this portion of the map, so I'll see you in a second. But you have to go around the top, you can't go around the bottom. So you have to go around the north part, and then just go there. Alright, one sec. Alright, so we zoned out the northwest corner of that previous map. So we came out to this, where we're at the southeast corner. So what you want to do is just head straight north, and we will zone into another portion of the map. Now we are on the portion of the map I was talking about, where the next password is. This is password 2. The other one we saw on that one map where we went to the northwest corner was password 3. And then on this one we have to go around the left side to get to this torch here. And then we go out this zone path here, and that should bring us to the altar room for the Magicite quest. So I'll see you in a couple of seconds. Alright, so we are here at the Igudo torch that we need to light in order to open the brass doors. It's just to the north of the hallway here, but you have to go around the northwestern part and around, because otherwise you can't make it here. Then you just light one of the torches once I approach the actual torch. So you'll click on yes to light the torch. It'll light both of the torches somehow. Then you'll run through the door. And well, actually I think it might have walked me through the door by itself. I don't know why we couldn't just go that way. It's weird. Anywho, we just go this way. And then we should be able to open this door by clicking on it. Yep. Nice. Then we just run through here and we're in the altar room. And I think just like the previous 2 things, all we have to do is just run to the Magicite crystal. But we're going to get a cutscene here real quick. So I'll see you in a couple of seconds. So like all the other ones, just run all the way through till you get to where the crystal is, where it says Magicite. Some reason I couldn't find out where my cursor was. Then you just click on this and you should get a cutscene, and then that'll be the end of the collection for the Magicite. And then we just have to go back to Juneau and talk to the Archduke, and that will pretty much finish the Magicite mission. And now we will just go and finish the limit break, and then we will be done with this area. So we finished Magicite portion of the quest in Castle Strata. If you're wondering why you couldn't go around the east side here and go to the brass door, there's a big wall here that you can't climb up, so just keep that in mind when you come here. So I was coming back this way, I'm like, I wonder why I can't go this way. And then I dropped down, I'm like, oh, well that explains it. So I'll be making my way to that 4-lever door I was talking about, and I'll see you once we get there. Alright, we are at the 4-lever door here, which is literally 4 levers. You just have to find the combination. I normally just monkey around with these. And once the levers go all down by themselves, then you found the combination. Or when the door opens, whichever one works. Just make sure your alter ego things don't run in front of you to make it more annoying. So, this will be a second until I find out the combination, probably. Usually is. So I'll be 1 second. Alright, well, I got through the 4-lever door, and now I have to make my way up to the top before the area where you have to light a torch to get through the brass door. So, unfortunately, I still don't have my prism. Oh, I actually did. Never mind. I actually have prism powder. I was gonna say I'll have to kill my way up there, but I guess I actually don't have to. Anyway, I'll see you in a second once we get to the top of this floor place in a couple seconds. So, if you're making your way through here, you might need silent oils or another form of sneak. You definitely will need a form of invisible, especially if you're like 60 or lower, as they're aggroing to me. I don't know when they stop aggroing. I think it's like 66 or so, but I could be mistaken. As they're reading Easy Prey and Decent Challenge, I would assume it'd be about 66 to 67. The silent oil you would need for the leeches that are in this pond coming up here. Small circle in the middle of the square room, as they aggro to sound, but if you just run around the outside, like very outside of the room, you shouldn't get aggroed by them, but yeah, just be careful. We've reached the top up here. So I have all the torches marked, which are in each of the dead-end circle rooms there. And then this torch door is the door that opens when you light the torch, which is the one that is straight ahead that you probably can't see from here. Actually, you can see it, just barely. All the way at the back of the hall there. But we'll be making our way over there in a second. I'm just gonna have to be very careful here. So there's Yagudos along this whole path in this upper area. So there's some Yagudos that are in the hallways here, and then there's Yagudos that are in the torch areas. So I'm going to try and sneak around and get the torches lit without dying, but I have re-raise just in case I need it. Well, I managed to light the torch. Apparently they stay lit a lot longer than I anticipated, so there's that. But now I'm gonna die, as there's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to live through all this. Got like 6 very toughs on me. Oh, that one's incredibly tough. I got 2 prelates, flaglant, an assassin, and another prelate. Oh yeah, and another assassin. But yeah, I have re-raised on just for this reason. So, I'm dead, but that's alright. They'll all disappear, and then I'll re-raise, let that wear off, and then I'll continue with this. I actually didn't need my alternate character, which is awesome. So, anyway, see you in a second once I start, well, I'm going to start putting the passwords in here. I know 2 of them as I grab them on the way up here. They change every game day, so I could tell you the ones for this game day, but by the time this video is up, they won't be the same. So, I will see you in a second. I will also put all the list of the passwords in the description for this. There's 17 of them, I believe. So, then that way you can have a quick access to all the passwords. One sec. I will see you once we put all the correct passwords in. Alright, we made it down the password door. We already hit 2 of the statue things on the way back to that door from the altar room where we went and did the Magicite quest. So we ended up getting password 3 and 2, so we just had to find password 1. It was Gadu, Degi, and Ziku. So that's what it was for me for this game day. Anyway, there's, I don't know if you could see those stairs very well, to the left and the right of that Yakuto standing there. But they lead up, and right behind him there's a small ramp, leads up to a platform. And on that platform there's, I think, 1 or 2 NMs. I think it's just the one, which is the Avatar, or not Avatar, Yakuto High Priest, I think it's called, which is a true seeing NM. So if you get seen by him, you're dead. More than likely. I mean, it's a white mage, so it's not going to insta-kill you like a samurai or something would. But anyway, that's where the crest will be. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, so I ended up bringing my Calzus character to come just clear the NM and the rest of the enemies in the midst of the path here. Just to make it so I don't die again. So just examine this question mark up here in the center of the circle. And then you'll get the crested avoid. And then you could just teleport straight out. Preferably you have a warp ring, because then you pretty much have endless warps, but with 10-minute cooldown. And that way you don't actually have to keep getting another scroll of instant warp each time. So with that completed, we can go back to Matt, and that should finish it now. And we can also go back to the dude over in Juneau, the Archduke, and we'll finish that one as well. So I'll see you there in a second. We are back here to Matt to turn in the limit break quest and let it be so that we can level up to 65. Literally, he just talks to us. Now we can hit level 65. So we grabbed the Unity Sparks of, or Records of Eminence quest. So we're just going to use this to hit level 61. There we go. Now we're level 61, so we can accept the next quest, which we need 4 kindred seals, and we have to talk to 4 specific people. And we'll finish that on the next video. I'll just not grab it yet, because then I'll forget who the characters are I have to talk to. And we have to go to the audience thing right up here. And you talk to this dude, and he'll give you, I forget what he'll give you. I think he gives you an air pass, or airship pass. And then you have to talk to your embassy person, and then that'll complete the Magicite, and you'll instantly start the next mission, which I believe is 5-1. And you'll also get 10k too. So I'll see you in a couple of seconds. Okay, now we headed back to the Goggin guy, who will give us our rank 5. There we go. And we also get 10k, I believe. Is it 10k or is it 20k? 10k. And we get a message to Juno key item, which I believe is the item we need for rank 5 start. So we just started rank 5-1. which I believe is 1 out of 2 missions that you have to do in order for rank 6. But anyway, that is the end of this episode. We've finished quite a lot of stuff. It may seem like it's not a lot, it's just 1 mission and 1 quest, but we've attained rank 5 and did a very long runaround mission. We got tons of key items for that mission and for the quest that we did, the limit break. Now we can get to level 65, and then we can also do the next limit break, which is literally just trading kindred seals to specific characters, or NPCs I should say, and you'll get an item back from them. Then you trade those to Matt, and then that'll be the limit break. So it's not really too much. I'll go over it once we get there, but this episode's already extremely long. I think this is gonna be like 50 minutes long. So if you enjoyed the episode, hit that like button, smack the subscribe button, and also comment down below how you're enjoying the content. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Hopefully you're enjoying the content, because I'm having fun. Peace!